いつも通りにね。
Galma Sakartulos. Today we will be breaking down top Georgian OSU players of 2024, along with other game modes. This year isn't even over, yet there is so much to talk about already. So enough talk, and let's start the video.
Rexo, or Stony, is the number 14 player in the country. Despite starting off as a jump one trick with no rhythm sense, he has dedicated lots of time to perfecting his skills not just in aim, but also in tapping. He's pretty well-rounded consistency player, setting lots of no-mod and harder game scores while also not lacking skill in DT. Right now you're watching his 480 PP choke on Tomai LJ, which requires very precise aim, which many people of his rank struggle to do. Not to mention his score on Happy Lucky Dochi, going from barely A ranking in Nomad to choking a hard rock SS in just under a year. Lately he's been pushing his streaming skills, which got him a 98.82% playing Through the Fire and Flames. We hope to see him truly perfecting his capabilities in the next year.
Ramos as well started off as a jump one trick, but in 2 years he went from struggling on 200 beats per minute to death streaming 270 and being able to burst BPMs up to 340. But that's not all. Rather than becoming a rapid trigger abuser, he spent a good portion of his time learning to aim 9-star maps. With such dedication to skill pushing, he managed to get the first ever 9-star full combo in Georgian Sento to pinch, but with unfortunate slider ends. He also set a 500 PP score on Tower of Heaven before even reaching 4 digits. All of this in just 900 hours. He also sometimes grinds AR11 SS plays on his favorite TV shows such as SpongeBob and Adventure Time, which goes to show that he has no skill limits. We hope to see him keep the grind going in the future.
Also known as Zaklo, was considered one of Georgia's best stream players between 2020 to 2021 before a lack of motivation caused him to quit. He joined the military in late 2022 and returned a year later having lost much of his skill, but the Georgian Community Cup caused him to begin playing and pushing once again. He received a Drunk Deer G65 and a Wacom CTL 480 from yours truly at the start of 2024, and shortly after bought himself a new PC and upgraded to a 2K 180Hz monitor from his old 720p 60Hz. This caused his improvement to skyrocket and let him set 500s consistently. The score on screen is his 633 PP choke On Unmei no Dark Side with HDT with 99.27% accuracy. Other notable scores include his 1 miss on slow motion, which would have been 640 for FC, his 3 miss on light travel distance, which was his first 500, and his FC on sidetrack day, finally fixing his old top play from 4 years ago. Of course, we can't forget about his near FC on FN 380 worth 591 PP, and his 5 misplay on time freeze worth 727 PP for FC. We hope to see him push his limits even more in the future.
Nova, or as people know him Suntime, is an aim player. More specifically, a consistency aim player, which is why he plays tournaments rather than climbing ranks. Despite him struggling with stamina and speed, he still came out as the winner of the Georgian Community Cup. Over the past year, he dedicated time to training his stamina, which truly paid off. Right before 2024, he achieved some great scores, including a 2-miss run on Heavenly Punishment, a 99.74 play on Burnless Moment, and a nearly 99% on I Love You More Each Time You Die. He started the year with a reverse choke on Mother, an 8-minute 200 BPM stream map. He also nearly set an 800 on Benzo with Hidden Hard Rock, but unfortunately failed due to nerves. But let's not forget his ungodly aim scores, such as his Hidden Hard Rock 6-miss on Quaver, worth 622 PP, which is 765 PP for FC, or his Night Knight's Hidden Hard Rock 99.12% 1-miss. On top of all of this, he's also been playing Taiko a lot, getting a 400 PP top play on Streaming Heart, a 6-star FC on Rob the Frontier, a 7-star pass on Punishment, and lots of other scores. He most likely won't have much time to play the game anymore, and will mostly be out of town for educational purposes, but Jody's been good while it lasted.
Even after nearly a decade, Deadline still manages to show why he was considered the best. Despite not playing as much this year, he didn't lose his shape. The current gameplay is his 9 miss on Tokyo Teddy Bear put with 300 BPM bursts, which require insane finger control, just like his S rank on Squall. After getting used to 300 plus BPM, he got a 98.5% 1 miss on Camille before finally FCing it with lower accuracy for a new top player, as well as a 90% 5 miss run on Rogan Limitation. And whatever the hell this is. We hope to see him keep his legacy in the future.
Despite not seeing any improvement for 2 years, Dark never let his guard down and kept grinding till he hit it big, and he indeed did just that. It's been a crazy year for Georgia's best pass player, developing consistency, becoming unstoppable. Not just choking 700s, but also slamming 500 PP plays as if it was nothing, and finally getting his 8-star medal after 4 years of playing the game. His scores include 3 miss on Black Rover Extra Diff worth 727 for FC, 4 miss on Imagination Top Diff worth 777 PP for FC, a long-awaited FC on the original Aino Tsukima, and a 680 PP choke on Sotarx's map set. He also has been training speed, which let him get a 574 PP play on Life Sucks, and also endless amounts of FCs on Dash Scopes, and much more. Let's not forget that he is a pass player. His best passes are Void Act and 666 with HGDT. He also got a B rank on the Extra Diff of Bang Bang, along with A ranks on Send on Life and Streaming Heart. Considering the new CSR combo scale removal update, we can only expect the best from him in the near future, being able to farm near 10 stars at 4 digits.
Andrea, no, the other one, is the number 4 player in the country, known for his insane speed and stamina skills. Keeps reaching new levels as time goes on. This year, he started pushing his limits, setting a top play on Abracadabra for 669 PP, one missing snow sleep right after opening the game. S ranking Eyes of Devil Lawler, getting 96-61 on Bird Dog's fight, over 94% on Vertex Gamma and much more, 14 PP records on Chaos Wizards and Giga Kuruta Noise. Even his 95% 6 miss on Sevel top diff, which could also win PP record. Nearly one missing Glory Days DT, which could be 900, but unfortunately failed at the very last stream. Although he may be inconsistent, we can't ignore how a 4-digit can nearly replicate a top player's skills. With enough dedication, there is no doubt he might even set a 1k in the future.
Last year we didn't manage to make a player list video, which means we didn't get to go over the craziest players in the country, that being the one and only Dandura. Now that he has quit the game after achieving everything he wanted in 2023, it's only fair to look through what he has done that year. Dandura is a DT farmer who used to be mocked from being a one-trick, but surprisingly he is still capable of playing everything else despite not practicing much outside of DT. He was the first person to start actively choking 700 PP plays. First he one-missed Fallen Angel for 691 PP top play, which could have been 720 for FC. Then he went on one-missing 9-star Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which could have been 730 PP for FC and the first 9-star medal in the country. He also nearly set 762 PP on Rhine of Fear, before finally getting his first 700 PP on Nagareboshi, which could have been 800 for FC, and it took well over a year for it to be overtaken, which goes to show how ahead he was compared to others. He also had the highest star FC for over a year on an 8.6 star attacking Dakara. Not to mention that he did all of this in just under 700 hours of playtime.
Of course, we have the opposite. I guess all those hours spent in the game really paid off for Javier and Tony, or as people know him, Terrifying Waves. Before 2024, he got an 800 PP choke on Twitter, which really showed that he has potential. But rather than spamming DT, he has been grinding flow in this year, which really helped to push limits, and that he set the PP record on Epitaph for 762 PP, which was the second ever 700 in the country. His other stream scores include The Whisper of Ancient Rocks and Chansey's Sidetrack Day plus HR, both worth well over 800 PP. And speaking of, he also got 3 100 FCs, the Danny's version of Sidetrack Days with HR worth 708 PP, and of course, his 3 missed run on Road of Resistance worth nearly 800 for FC and much more. But let's not forget about his DT scores. During the Georgian Cup, he kept on setting score after score. For example, his insane AC FCs on Unumeno Darkside with 99.87 AC, or his 1/100th run on Dice Game. He also managed to DT FM2 maps of the tourney pool, but this was just the beginning of his DT grind. After buying the Drunk Gear keyboard, he set scores like an FC on Snowstorm, which was his top lane at that time, a 98.67 play on Crimson Onitai worth over 800 PP for FC, over 97 accuracy play on Kimi no Kyoku, even pushing 300 plus PPM and getting a 9-star FC on Hidamari no Uta, and S-rank FC on FU with DT near 9-star 360 BPM burst map, 2-sheet misplay on August DT, and of course, his totally awesome 1400 PP choke on Oshima Scramble. The list just goes on. Surely he won't face problems next year.
nobody would have ever thought that anyone could have shown as much dominance in Georgia as nobody has.
Pun intended.
Considering he has never been in a top players video, it's pretty random for such an insane player to suddenly be at the #1 spot and undoubtedly be the best player in the country, who promised to deliver #1 by the end of 2024 last year. Not only did he farm all the way up to 3 digits, but he perfected his skills in basically every aspect of the game, whether it's streams, speed, aim, reading, BT, AR11, or other. He currently holds the Georgian PP record on Epitaph with 768 PP, but that is nowhere close to his best stream scores, which include 99% 10 miss on Riven's Yomiuri worth 638 PP and would be 932 for FC, which is arguably his best score. Also an FC on Chance's Honesty with 99.83% accuracy worth 747 PP. S-rank on Road of Resistance, a 3-101 misplay on Master of Peace. Finally an FC on Minarco maps worth 650 PP, and much more. He has one of the best aim and finger control in the country, which got him scores like HDHR plays on Benzo and Burn This Moment, both worth 772 PP for FC. 99.53% 3 miss on the Suikyu Heaven with HDHR worth 680 PP and nearly 800 PP for FC. 98.50% play on Uta with Hard Rock. Void Act HDHR 4 miss, Tomei Elegy HR, and you get the point. He is also insane at DT, getting his first 600 on slow motion, and also getting a 97.60% FC on Tower of Heaven, and dozens of insane aim scores. And yes, even as an aim player, he has one of the best speed skills, getting scores like Fangshen 98% 5 miss worth 628 PP and 810 for FC. Jashin 96% pass, which could have been a 1k PP choke in his top plays. Shinbatsu 94% pass, a whopping 9.8 star frozen gear pass with 88% accuracy, beating most top players on the leaderboard. Let's also talk about his skill cap. He got the first 10-star A rank in Georgia on Happy Song with Hard Drop No Fail. He also nearly got a 1-100 player on Auto Natsu, but with unfortunate 2 slider breaks. 98.21% 7 miss on Temptation and 95% plus Hard Rock. Over 95% plays on Call Me It and Trust Nothing But Love, both with Hard Rock. 96 on White Can Unban map, and many other scores. He even has insane precision scores on maps like Kigurumi with 98% or Sakura no Uda with 7 misses. Right now he is learning Easy Mod on a temporary scuffed setup, but after he comes back, he's planning to get the highest ever rank achieved in the country, that being 536 by deadline. It will be fun to see what crazy scores he pulls off in 2025.
Despite having absolutely no activity on the mania side of OSU Georgia last year, 2024 was a big success, summoning a wave of new players that have really impacted the community.
one of them being a player from Gori, Zuki, the best 7k player in the country who rose up to the 4 digits, setting the first 7k 500 PP on Wish Upon Twin Stars. He is capable of setting plays whenever he feels like it, considering how he nearly cleared Gengazo specifically for this video. He also managed to clear Until Himmel and much more. Even though he is mostly nonchalant, it is really nice to see him single-handedly keep 7k more alive in the country. We hope to see more amazing 7k players like him in the future.
Quite surprising how we have two players from Gori in top 3, that being Nira, also known as Killer 360. Despite how he only returns to the game after huge breaks, he doesn't rust. With such consistency, he managed to be the second only player to set 600 in the country, on the map Hall, worth 621 PP, but nerfed to 578. He even had PP record at some point on the map System Error, worth 533 PP. The player watching right now is his 97.73% play on a Young Girl A 1.1 rate. He's also the third player to clear Alpha Dan. As a fun fact, he's also fairly talented in Standard as well, having stream skills of a 5 digit while being mid 6 digit.
Aitenma, or as people call him, Anton, is the current #1 player in Geomania. He started playing Mania exactly a year ago, and he managed to become the best in such a short time. He was the first person to ever set a 600 PP score on Rebirth, and then fixing the act to 657 PP before getting nerfed. He has the current PP record on Hall, worth 627 PP. He has set numerous down plays such as clear on DD Mythical's Betadan, which is actually the second one in Georgia after Augend, clear on Lumino, 14th Ellen Dan pass with over 92 egg, and nearly a Stranky Gamadan. No. Oh wait, this just in, he cleared sample Gamadan on 0.95 speed. At this rate, there's no doubt he will reach 3 digits in a few months as well. We hope to see him set even more groundbreaking scores in 2025 and keep the Mania community alive.
thanks for watching, and thanks to the community for being so patient while making all this video. It is really nice to see such a small group keep itself going after so many years. Wish you all the best in 2025, and until next time, peace.